What is up everybody, it's Sean here, back today to give you guys a review of the Ducks of a Feather Nike Air Max 95 Big Bubble in this colorway nicknamed the Woods. Since today's video is talking about Air Maxes, I want to introduce you to a product called Capsule, which is a sneaker preservation system which helps to extend the lives of your sneakers, preventing them from aging, fading, and even crumbling by up to 2 times longer than they normally would if they're just stored in a normal shoebox. So today's video was sponsored by Capsule, and it's a very straightforward product that looks just like this. So this is an airtight UV protected pod that you store your shoes inside when you're not rocking them. And it looks just like this. It closes in the back with a zipper, but the secret sauce comes in the form of a cartridge that you inject into this pod. And this cartridge contains a specially formulated gas, and this represents the ideal state to keep your shoes in, targeting the 2 main reasons why your shoes age, fade, and crumble over time, which is hydrolysis and oxidization. So by keeping your shoes in this capsule system, it helps to keep them usable longer. And in my opinion, this is best used for those grail type shoes, the ones that you wear maybe once or twice a year, and then the rest of the time they're literally just sitting in a shoebox on your shelf. So this product has gone through extensive testing. If you check out their website, which I've linked down below in the description box, you'll actually see the data and the research that went behind it. So go ahead, check out their website, do your own research, make sure that you're comfortable first before you jump ahead and grab this. And if you do decide to check them out, be sure to remind them that you heard about them through my channel. So this right here is arguably the biggest release for Air Max Day. Releasing on March 26th, this is a collaboration between Nike and Division Street's Ducks of a Feather brand, with proceeds going directly to the University of Oregon student athletes. So this is a partnership that we've seen before many times already in the past. But for the 2 Air Max 95s that dropped this year, I gotta say this is probably some of the best work they've done to date. So this colorway is called Deep in the Woods or The Woods, and then they also released alongside a Lumberyard colorway, both pairs representing the home state of the University of Oregon, with this colorway specifically being inspired by the forests of the Pacific Northwest region. So these were released exclusively on the GOAT app, which is where I grabbed my pair from. They retailed for $220 US or 306 Canadian dollars, I believe, but after paying for taxes and duties, these ended up being over 400 Canadian dollars. But once I go through all the details of this video, let me know if you think it's worth that 400 plus Canadian dollar price point, or if you think they're just not worth that money, which is totally fine. And before I forget, the official colorway for this shoe is Fur and Electric Green. So first off, here's a quick look at the box, and this is a box we've seen before with past collaborations between Nike and Ducks of a Feather. And we have Nike and Oregon Ducks branding here, along with the word limited. And then here's a look at all the sides. So as far as the shoe goes, jumping right into the details, as we start things off with the toe box, this is covered in a shaggy green colored suede. Next to this, overlaid on the upper portion of the shoe, we have a almost light gray colored mesh, and then flowing on the sides of the shoe, we have that signature layered look of the Air Max 95. So in this case, all 4 layers are done in that shaggy suede, and essentially it's different shades of green. Extending from the base of the shoe to the top, we have these bright neon green colored eyelets, and then the material underneath this is a very fuzzy green colored chenille fabric. Towards the heel of the shoe on the lateral side, we have an embroidered neon green colored swoosh. And then running down the center of the heel, instead of your typical 3M or TPU material, in this case the back tab is covered with this fuzzy texture which looks very similar to moss. And then we have another neon green swoosh embroidered on the very top. As far as the laces go, this pair comes with 2 different lace options. So the standard lace that they come with is a fuzzy rope style lace, done in a mix of a very light gray or off-white color with hits of green. And they also come with these special lace tips with Oregon Ducks branding on them. If you're not feeling these laces and you want to give this shoe a little bit extra pop, they also come with a secondary rope lace which is done in this neon green finish. So the lace is intertwined through this overlay, which is also done in that mossy-like finish that we saw on the heel. The bottom of the tongue is done in that chenille fabric. This is done in more of an off-white or very light gray color. And then the top of the tongue is covered in an off-white colored suede. And then we have this patch with Nike and Ducks of a Feather branding, but it has these rough edges to them, which reminds me of the look of grass. The back of the tongue and the interior of the shoe, this is covered in an off-white colored liner. And then for the insoles, these come with your typical foam-lined insoles. However, they feature custom graphics on top, and we have the University of Oregon O logo on the left foot and Ducks of a Feather branding on the right. Hanging off the shoe, they also come with a special hang tag as well. This reminds me of the look of the patch on the tongue, where it kind of has this unfinished look around the edges. And then again, we have Ducks of a Feather branding here as well. So the upper of the shoe sits atop this full-length polyurethane foam midsole, and of course, encased within this midsole, we have Nike Air technology, and this is visible with these two windows underneath the forefoot, along with this larger window on the heel. And of course, this is the big bubble version of the Air Max 95, which Nike is really pushing. So you can see how the air unit on the heel is a little bit larger and it protrudes outwards a bit more compared to Air Max 95s in recent past. Turning the shoe over to the bottom, so here's your classic Air Max 95 outsole. We have this waffle style traction pattern on the forefoot, but one thing I really loved was this middle shank plate. Aside from the Nike Air branding, it also has this tree line graphic to it, which really pays homage to Oregon very, very well. So that breaks down the look and the construction of this shoe. And for those wondering about how these fit, so I felt like these ran pretty much identical to my Neon Air Max 95 Big Bubbles. So I feel like if you have a narrow, normal, even a slightly wide foot, you can go true to size with these if you don't mind a little bit more of an exact snug one-to-one fit. If you're someone that likes more of a spacious toe box and you don't mind that there's extra length in the shoe, then you can also go up half a size too. For me, I just went true to size with these. They fit me very comfortably. I can feel a little bit of the outer edge of the shoe touching my pinkies, but it's not to the point where it's uncomfortable. I just don't like when a shoe has too much room lengthwise. That's why I opted to go true to size, but your mileage may vary. If you want to play it safe, then you could go up half a size, no problem. Moving on to the comfort, so these feel like any other Big Bubble Air Max 95, so it is a step above Air Max 95s in the past, but it's still ultimately a shoe that I don't find extremely comfortable. For an everyday casual use shoe, it's going to be okay. You can definitely feel more of that squishiness underneath the heel with the larger air unit, but generally speaking, I still prefer models like the Air Max 90 more than the 95. I just feel that they're more comfortable, they have a little bit more squish to them. But again, it's all down to personal preference. If you're someone that swears by the Air Max 95s and they fit your feet and you find them comfortable, then you're probably going to find these to be even more comfortable than Air Max 95s in the past. Finally, in terms of the quality and the craftsmanship, so this is where I thought the shoe was really special. First of all, the materials on this shoe I thought were a big step up compared to some of the other GR Air Max 95s on the market. Whereas I'm typically used to very synthetic materials, for this shoe, they slapped on a ton of genuine suedes on this shoe, along with other unique materials like the chenille, along with these moss-like hits on the heel and on the tongue. So not only were the materials upgraded, I love the material variety as well. And the overall build of the shoe, it wasn't perfect. There were some slight inconsistencies in terms of my left foot and right foot being unsymmetrical, but it wasn't anything major. The stitch job was good, the overall shape of the shoe looked good as well. So overall, I was pleasantly surprised by the material quality and I had no major issues with the build quality. So with all of that out of the way now, let me toss these on feet, I'll lace them up, and I'll show you guys how these look. All in all, I think both colorways of the Air Max 95 that they dropped were really, really special. I thought this was by far the best drop of Air Max Day this year, and both colorways have their own unique look. I'm not gonna dive too much into that lumberyard colorway because I'm gonna do a separate video for that colorway on its own, but I think both have their pros and cons. This one being a very fun pair. I love the fuzzy look of this shoe and it really exudes the whole forest vibe or outdoorsy reputation of the Pacific Northwest. Yes, this is probably not going to be the easiest shoe to pull off in terms of matching with different outfits. But as far as a special Air Max Day Air Max 95 goes, this is just a really fun shoe, and the theming was done perfectly. So let me know in the comment section down below, what do you guys think about this, the Woods colorway of this Ducks of a Feather Nike Air Max 95? Were you able to grab these from the GOAT app? Did you strike out and pick these up on the secondary market? Or are you just not feeling this colorway, which is perfectly fine, and it was a pass for you? If you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't yet. I've linked my social media accounts down below for you guys to check out and follow. And another huge thank you goes out to Capsule for sponsoring today's video. So thanks everyone for tuning in. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll catch you all in my next review.